Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brief demonstration of Ophelia, Histories Collide. If you're looking for a quick sub 5-minute video on how the game works, you're in the right place. Of course, if you'd like to read the full rulebook, you can find that in the description of this video, or just under it if you're on the Kickstarter page. In this video, we'll run through a hypothetical round of your first time playing after, of course, you've backed it on Kickstarter this January. Ophelia is a round-based game where the first player to 5 points wins. This round will be worth 1 point, as indicated by the token in the middle. Each round involves a series of turns alternating between you and your opponent. A turn has an action phase, where you can do things like play cards, a contest phase, where contesting characters attack each other, more on that later, a second action phase, and an end phase. As soon as 2 consecutive turns go by with no cards being played, the round ends, and points are awarded to the player who controls the character with the most power in the center slot. In the first action phase of this turn, we'll place Skywinder Warsuit into the open slot. Characters can have 3 different kinds of abilities: claim, special, and passive. They're color-coded. A claim ability can only be activated when the character is moved or played into an open and uncontested slot. A special ability can be activated once per turn in your action phase. The passive ability is like a static ability, and it always applies. So as we're playing Skywinder Warsuit into this open and uncontested slot, we're going to activate its claim ability. Here we're going to draw 3 cards, and then return 2 to the top and 1 to the bottom. Well, unfortunately for us in Skywinder Warsuit, we have an opponent who wants to win the game too. They're going to start by playing Prophet of Huracan into an open and uncontested slot, which means they can use their claim ability. Winds of Huracan allows you to choose an enemy character or a friendly Yucatec character and move it to an open slot. We're going to move, yep, you guessed it, Skywinder Warsuit into the middle and then slam down Camelot, the blood letter. Our Warsuit is about to be turned into scrap metal. Camelot is a beefy fighter and has the special ability Infusion. Choose a friendly Yucatec character, it cannot be defeated this turn. The only downside is its passive Doomed. If you don't control another Yucatec character, send Camelot the blood letter to your Forgotten Zone. Of course, as it's a Yucatec character, it has Scale Clan Poison, meaning that characters that contest this character become poisoned. So the Warsuit will receive poison. In the contest phase, characters that are contesting attack each other. They deal damage equal to their power found in the top left. All incoming damage is reduced by the armor found in the bottom right. The order in which characters attack is determined by the initiative found in the top right. When a character has damage equal to its life found in the bottom left, it's defeated and sent to the Forgotten Zone. Skywinder Warsuit has 8 power, and so will deal 8 damage to Camelot's. Camelot's has 1 armor, and so the result is 7. Camelot's has 8 power as well, and Skywinder Warsuit has 2 armor. However, 8 damage will be dealt because Prophet of Huracan has a passive Leaf Storm, which reduces the armor of poisoned enemy characters by 2. In the end phase, all characters with poison have 1 damage placed on them. Alright gang, let's see how we can salvage this situation. We're going to start by playing Star-Crushed Overdrive into this slot. Now note that it's contested, so I don't get to use the claim effect, and I will receive poison from Prophet of Huracan. Next, we'll play Hammerhead Guardian into this open slot. Now it is uncontested, so we get to use Digital Bulwark, the claim. When an adjacent friendly Mechanicus character would be dealt damage by an attack this turn, deal that damage to the attacking character instead. Nice. So we'll move to the contest phase. Prophet of Huracan will fight first because it has the highest initiative, but because of our Bulwark, it's going to deal damage to itself. Then, Star-Crushed Overdrive will finish the job. But how does that save our Skywinder Warsuit, I hear you ask? Well, remember that passive, Doomed? If you don't control another Yucatec character, send Camelot's the blood letter to your Forgotten Zone. With Prophet of Huracan gone, this ability takes effect. We move to the end phase, and both of these poison characters have 1 damage placed on them. It's back to our Yucatec opponent, and things are getting tricky. There are only 2 available slots to activate claim effects on the right hand side, and there are 3 big metal robots for them to work their way through. That being said, they've got 4 cards in their hand to our 3, and next round is worth 2 points, whereas this round is worth 1. Our Yucatec opponent decides to cut their losses and pass the turn without playing a card. It's our turn now, and as long as we don't play a card this turn, the round will end, as that will be 2 consecutive turns with no cards played. We could play cards if we wanted to, but that seems like a waste when we're going to need these cards if we're going to have a chance in winning the next round. It's important not to overcommit our resources in a round that's only worth 1 point, and then we're already going to win. We control the character with the most power in the center slot, and so the round point is ours. The board is wiped clean as we head into round 2, this time worth 2 points. In the setup phase of every turn going forward, we would draw 3 new cards, but this is the end of the demonstration, so we'll end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the Kickstarter page.